Love it or hate it. F***ing plane, dude. Get out of the sky, man. Love it or hate it, Stranger Things is officially over. Personally, I can't accept it's gone. Not because of a scene that I hated or a character that got done dirty, but because I grew up with these kids. I can't let Stranger Things go because it's become a real part of me. For that reason, when everyone hates on the final season online, it feels like a punch to the gut. Why are people making these egregious claims with normally lacking evidence? Since this is the internet, it's impossible to have a meet-in-the-middle conversation with someone on the other side. So all I can do is hope to find someone that shares my view and like their comment, I guess. Thank the Lord, though, because my life doesn't exist solely on the web. I was able to go chat with my sister about the final season, a lady who shares the opposite opinion on pretty much everything compared to me. Today, let's listen into a conversation about Season 5, one that has many opinions, but one main lesson. You can disagree about media and still chat about it. Who knew?
Did you finish Stranger Things, by the way?
Yes, did you?
Holy shit, yeah, I finished it.
How do you feel about the
I loved
ending?
it. I freaking loved it.
Boo! You're one of those. Here's the thing: is
I'm glad we have this recorded.
if you've seen all of the discourse online, there have been so many things before the last episode came out about how bad the writing has been this season, specifically in Volume 2. How many things they've left open, like how many things in the past they've just like things like Will's birthday, like they just forgot Will's birthday. Like that's pretty, like, all that shit. It's in the 3rd season where that same date, that's when Elle and Mike and everyone is at the roller rink and all that shit happens after they move. Everyone was like, what the fuck, they forgot Will's birthday? And the Duffer Brothers were like, no, our bad, we didn't mean to do that. And everyone was like, what the fuck? Like that's kind of crazy. There's no way that's true. Like, they're playing us. There's something, and there's other things like that where in this
that's
past
just a plot
season,
hole. I can't believe it.
That's just a straight up plot hole. So there are other things like that. So in this past season, when Will is like doing his like coming out thing, he says something about going to Melville's for milkshakes.
So, milkshakes,
right? Melville's doesn't sell milkshakes in Will's time. Basically, back in that time,
this is the Hawkins play
Melville's
with like
did
Hopper
sell,
while he's smoking the joint and all that stuff.
Yes.
Like that time, right?
They did sell milkshakes. That's back when Henry went to school, like when all of that was there. So like that was something that was mentioned, and it was like there is no way Will would know that. He talked about how like he loves getting lost in the woods. Like, no the fuck you don't. When you got lost in the woods, you got captured. Like,
no, he does love getting lost in the woods. It's the one place he went when he was mad at his friends. Literally, that was the one place. He went to Castle
I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair.
Dude, I
No,
just
that
made a
one's
whole
valid.
video
But here's the
defending
other
Will
one.
Byers this season, so I'll have
No, but
facts.
there are just
otherwise though.
There are like so.
I also don't know about the play at all.
Yeah,
literally at all.
You should look into that because they were making such a big deal about it, and people thought that was going to come back. But like there have been so many plot holes where people were like, this last episode, they're gonna tie it up. Like, we're gonna realize this wasn't just bad writing and them forgetting about little things and just using the same names for different things. Like, this is going to be and it didn't happen, and I think it disappointed a lot of people. Because I was one of the people that was defending it when Volume 2 came out. I'm like, no, you guys don't understand. It's going to all come together in the end. Like, this is all leading to something. The reason all of these little like problems that everyone is seeing is coming up is for a reason. They're not just doing this. They're not being like messy and just forgetting about things. And then the last episode came out, and none of those things were tied up. Like, so many questions weren't answered.
I am a dude who is always wanting every little loose end tied up, like always. I was completely not even thinking about him this season. Like, I was literally just so invested in what the characters were doing and who the fuck was gonna die, that when nobody died, I was just so happy. Genuinely, I experienced that entire season through each character that they put me with, is what I felt like, and I felt nothing wrong from that perspective. I'm scared because I feel like the more I think about it, the more problems I'm gonna have with it. Like, one of them I've seen people talking about too, is the fact that they didn't kill off like anybody. Is like they might have killed off Elle, possibly.
Do you think she's dead?
No, I think she's alive. I believe too.
Okay, that's the thing.
Of course.
Okay, and you know what? That's been my biggest problem with fucking Stranger Things and with Hopper coming back. I hate when they do that, when they kill characters just to bring them back.
Oh wait, but
It's so
at
fucking
least
stupid.
they leave it up to us.
No,
right?
I think that's dumb. I think it would have been so much better to just kill her and not leave that stupid story. Like, they should have just left it with her dead. Like, that should have happened. And with that happening, I feel like we missed out on so many possible emotional moments that they just didn't dive into. 11 and Max, like, what a bond they had. Like, being the only two girls. We got, like, nothing between them. Like, no saying goodbye. Like, really nothing happened at the end.
I think that's the heartbreak. They don't even show Hopper for like 30 seconds when Elle's leaving. It's all on purpose. It's also that it's like it's ripped away. We thought we were getting one ending, but by the end, by the time Callie died, I thought we were all chilling. So I was like, in that moment, I'm like, where is Hopper? Show me Hopper. No, I need to see Hopper's face. Please, this is it. Like, I'm like fucking ripped. I was dead because of that. I felt like Mike.
I was the opposite. I was like, I'm seeing her die. I know this is going to happen. Now I don't get to see any of the amazing acting from these actors of characters I really love in these relationships I really love. So I'm not feeling anything. I was not tearing up. I wasn't feeling anything whatsoever. It was just like, okay.
I was right there with
I knew this was because that's the thing. Like you said, I knew she was going to sacrifice her.
They tried to give you this, not this feeling that you're feeling, but they tried to do exactly what they did. But
then why would they bring her? But then why would they bring up this bullshit story and give some
because it's
really
just a possibility.
Stupid explanation? It makes no sense that Callie would be alive.
You want my answer for that?
She was literally bleeding out. We could see the blood squirting out of her. There was no way she was alive.
Yeah.
Mike is just making up this story to help everyone else
true.
cope.
But
like that's the truth of it,
that's
and I
beautiful.
I think it's so stupid.
That's the whole thing about reality that we talk about all the time. It doesn't matter what the fuck actually exists. It's about your belief. So if those kids who have always believed in something imaginary want to sit around that table and say, my best friend who saved my life, my fucking superhero, is still alive, I'm so fine with it. I'm so fine with it. And then the fucking passing on the game after that too to Holly's, that was just... I hated Holly the whole season. I was like, bro, why are we spending so much time with this girl? Like, I get that I don't know why we're just giving so much. Like, we don't need Holly to be a character. We need her to be a Will Byers from season 1, a plot device. But then by the end, when they're passing it on and Derek's sitting at the table and I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying. Because it's like the full circle is just so fucking complete. Maybe it's because I've watched Game of Thrones, so I'm just used. I know you're just used to a terrible ending.
Yeah. Here's what I can say: I could maybe get behind that ending if it wasn't what happened before that ending. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We didn't get an epic fight with Vecna.
Oh, yeah. If you're not feeling satisfied with your fucking, then yeah.
Right. So then I'm like, what the fuck? And now she's dead. And now we're gonna do this bullshit. And now it's just that's how I felt.
You didn't get it wasn't an epic fight for you?
No. Like I feel like I think about like the fights, multiple fights that they had with Billy in season 3 that were way more epic, way more intense, where Billy was putting up way more of a fight than fucking Vecna was. And then it's also the thing of like, where were all like the Demodog? Where were the Bat? Like, where were all of these other elements that we've seen the entire season that just like weren't there? That's the thing I'm talking about. It should have been like
I'm not saying this is like a fucking
epic,
critically
like an epic crazy fight.
Committing pretty much to riskers running from that size of a mind flare, especially after. Okay, I liked it. Here's the reason I liked it. It's because people have been arguing about whether the mind flare controls Vecna or Vecna controls the mind flare, and then it's both. And I was like, oh, that's good. Okay. I thought Will's writing in the coming out scene was maybe a little lengthy, like maybe went a little too long with the I like stuff. Well, but that was cool.
That's
how
what
he got
people are talking about. Is that how Will's coming out scene was longer than the fight with Vecna?
Yeah, it definitely felt like it.
No. It didn't feel like it. It was.
It couldn't be. It literally couldn't be.
Yeah, no, like in the time that they actually fought Vecna to the time he has this conversation, it's longer.
So like just 11.
It's like a few seconds
okay.
to be fair, but
I get so angry in my video because people are ripping on that scene online. I know you've seen it.
Yes.
It shouldn't be the lowest rated episode. That episode is not nearly as bad as the fucking going to New York episode or whatever the hell with Elle. One more Stranger Things thing.
Yeah.
Did you hate the writing in the Jonathan Nancy breakup scene?
No.
Okay.
And I also understood that it's a breakup, and I think people that didn't lack media literacy.
See, these are the people that I'm watching have these comments online. The people who didn't know when you throw it. It's like, do you need them to throw the ring into the camera? Do you need them to look in and say, we're broken up now, and then go right back to it? Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, it makes sense that they would have a really nice mutual breakup
so
because they're
good.
so trauma bonded. That was one of the scenes that was really well written.
Oh my god.
Out of a lot of, questionably written scenes.
Everybody agrees with the top 3 guys who are all fucking bullshitting about it on Twitter.
And that's the problem is because there are legitimate problems with Stranger Things, but we're nitpicking at these stupid ass things where people are just not actually watching the show and just clipping little bits.
Yeah.
And then people like you aren't seeing the legitimate
It's true.
criticism.
It's true. I was listening to my Alexa yesterday, just doing some YouTube, and a song comes on, and it just goes, "At last, my love has come along."
Right.
And I just started crying. I just couldn't. I just was sitting there, just Joyce and they both get their happy endings, dude. They've lost every.
Well, not really. Hopper's lost now 2 daughters.
But Hopper, you saw what they did with the first person they have Hopper talking to in his last scene is Will, and it's you remember that he still has something, and I hope that Hopper hears about Mike's theory and shit, and they go out and look for 3 waterfalls or whatever.
That's my thing. My problem is thinking about Hopper and 11 and Max and all of these characters. It's more sad in my own imagination than it was on screen for me.
All these characters are dead now,
so
That's the
sad.
thing. Nobody dies, but they're all gone because their life on screen is no more, that's every single time a TV show ends.
Well, that's a pretty depressing spot to end. Although I am correct, and we won't get to see those characters again, for me it was a blessing to spend time with them. Season 5 is not a closed loop ending in the sense of tying up every last loose end, but from an emotional standpoint, it holds up as a resonant cherry on top to 5 seasons of mystery, loss, and friendship. If you don't agree, whatever, man. I'm not going to tweak out about it. And with that, thank you, Ben. Specifically you, Ben. And of course, everyone else who watched this one, thank you. Yeah, very different video than I'm used to doing, but I still had a lot of fun putting it together. Obviously, this conversation, as you probably could tell, was so stimulating. What I meant to say was hello, and welcome to the final stretch. First off here, I just wanted to say thank you. All of you guys have been super amazing, and we're getting really close now to a huge milestone on YouTube, which is the 1,000 subscribers mark, and for myself is also going to be monetization. That's right though. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll officially be monetized, and ladies and gentlemen, I could not have done it without you. To celebrate continuing doing this and crossing this big finish line, I'm going to announce a giveaway. That's right, actually kind of 2 giveaways. First, we have the adventure book. And no, I am not giving this book itself away. What I'm giving away is your name, right? Whoa. Sorry about you get your name in here. That's what you get. If you are already subscribed or you subscribed right now and comment this word above on the bottom of this video or any of the videos with this announcement, your name will be included in this book on that page that I just had open. But wait, there's more. Not only will being subscribed and commenting this word under one of these videos get your name in this book, but it'll also enter you into a raffle. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a raffle. One of the last people before we hit 1,000 subscribers and that entries close will be randomly selected in 2026 to win either a $20 movie gift card or $20 worth of DVDs of your choice. That's right. Yeah, no, it's not huge right now. And we actually do have 3 new names to add to the book this time. First, we have Rad Chili, maybe. Thank you. Again, sorry for butchering all these. Then we have at Rivness, or Riveness. And then we also have at Ash is Mash. Thank you to all 3 of you guys. But yes, you heard me right. All you have to do is comment this word under this video and be subscribed, and you will get your name in the book for eternity, as well as in this raffle for a $20 movie theater gift card or $20 worth of DVDs. More info on the giveaway in the description. But yeah, I think we're done here. So, deuces.